So there's this story. I wasn't going to share their name, but I guess I won't. Just in case this is not. I mean, it's harmful enough, so we won't go with their name. But this story is out there. I got it on Yahoo. This mother turned herself in to the police. So I just want to see what's going to happen with their case. She has a young daughter. I think she's 14. And her daughter is going through liver cancer. So the doctors have recommended a treatment plan involving chemotherapy and surgery. Surgery for the tumors and chemotherapy for the cancer. So the mother doesn't want her child to go through the chemotherapy and the surgery. So she has been taking her daughter outside of the state to get basically natural therapy and treating her daughter's cancer with CBD oil. So as a result of that, the police, I guess the doctors or child welfare services got involved and said that she is avoiding treatment. So they sent out a warrant for her arrest due to tips and things that they got from other people. They found the mother in Nevada getting her daughter treatment, her natural treatments. And so now the mother has turned herself in because, it wasn't worth a whole big scene of being handcuffed and all that kind of stuff. So she turned herself in, and the Child Protective Services has taken her daughter away. She's a teenager, mind you. It's not a little kid. So what's happening now is the daughter says she doesn't want to go through chemo and she doesn't want to have surgery. She wants to do the natural treatments. The mother says that her cancer is responding positively to the natural treatments. Now, I don't know how she knows this because they didn't say, but she says that she is responding well to the treatments. Therefore, they don't want to go through with the chemo, which chemotherapy poisons. Well, I wouldn't say poisons. It kills the cancerous cells, but chemotherapy is radiation in a lot of cases. What it does is it kills all the cells in your body, which is why you become weak and sick and all this. It doesn't just target cancer cells. At least this is how the research was back then. I don't know what has happened so far, but so far, that's where we stand on the whole cancer treatments, and that is her story. So I just want to take a general look at her case and see what is happening. Her first card is Temperance. This is a healing card. This is the angel card of the deck. Give and take, moderation. The Chariot is her outcome. So there is victory, but not without effort. So, since her first card is Temperance, coupled with that is the Ten of Cups. So she is trying to get healing for the person in her family. This is the family card. Harmony. Health and happiness as well. So she's trying to get the health and happiness and harmony for her child. Chemotherapy is very hard to go through. Many people have survived it, though. Page of Swords, that would be the youth. And Judgment is something from the past coming back up again. And then there's the Devil, so this would be your sickness card. This is sickness because what I call the devil is a alteration of the natural. So this is the sickness. So alteration of the natural would be addictions as well, which is an alteration of the natural, because now you feed your body with something you don't need, or feed your life with something it doesn't need. So an alteration to the natural. Coming back up again. A rebirth and a judgment. So there is the high priestess, which is knowledge, and the empress, which is life. So we're at war here. Well, figuratively speaking, because these are crossing energies now. This is the center of it all, which is the family and the healing and the moderation, crossed by the alteration of the natural and the sickness returning and returning and returning. And then these are the doctors, the deep knowledge of life. And then a mother trying to protect her own. The fear is the Eight of Wands. So there's a fear of the quick energy and the communication. It's a fear of the travel. It's just a fear of everything going too fast all at once. The Hangman is the hopes, so the new outlook, maybe the change in fortune even, but a new outlook. There's a bit of a stuck in time with that too. So this is probably why you fear things moving too quickly. You're trying to want to slow things down and make sure she's all right. Maybe her sickness is spreading too quickly. The Hermit, searching for answers, is in the environment. Behind that is the Moon, so alternative methods. This is not something that's clear to everyone because alternative methods are not technically science. Well, according to the FDA, they won't classify them as science because you can't really make heaps of money on CBD oil. You can on chemotherapy. Chemotherapy can bankrupt you very quickly. Alternative medicine, or some even say the keto diet or the not Atkins diet, what's the vegan, will also help you in getting rid of sickness out of your body, changing your pH balance. So these are not clear methods because they are not considered sciences, or they're not considered science by the people with the medical knowledge. The medical knowledge doesn't go along with this because you can't make heaps of money off of vitamins. You can off of chemotherapy. The warning is the hardship and being shunned. So this is not over, but like I said, in her outcome is the victory, but not without effort. So you will have to fight. She is technically, I think she might still be, I don't know when the story posted, but she might be in custody, and her child still might be in protective care, as they call it. The world completion is in your solace, so I believe you will have a positive outcome, or this will come to a outcome. And then victory for your child. This is the Six of Cups. This is the youth card, nostalgia sometimes. So when I get in my reading, because these are both cards of the past for me. This one is the past coming back up. This is past feelings coming back up. But when I get them both, this one is child and this one is past. So this is the child. And then there is victory, but not without effort. That doesn't mean that she gets her way. That just means the child in the end will get treatment. Let's see if we can't maybe pinpoint what kind of treatment. I don't really have cards for chemotherapy and vitamins, but let's see. Let's see what we get. But here's a trick for those who take the tarot class. I'll teach you this also in the tarot class, but I'll give it to you here. I told you this in a past video. Do a reading on something you know about that you have a definitive answer for. Pull cards on it and see which one speaks to you. Like, let's say, for instance, if I take a vitamin, then you do a reading, and which card tells you vitamin? Which one tells you something about natural healing or natural herbs? Then, if you get that card in another reading about health, you know that meant vitamin. And so now it can mean something like vitamin or natural healing in your new reading. So, just a little tip. So, let's see. That actually did say vitamin to me. So, Three of Wands might be a vitamin card for me. So, let's see what we got. Let's see what we get. There it is. Okay. Right. All right. So strength. Strength. And what kind of treatment? Eight of Cups. Walking away. There's an offer. I think they may make her take chemo. I don't know how you force a person to do chemotherapy. I mean, she's 14. She's still a minor, so she has to go by what the guardian says. But because they felt strong in their conviction of the natural way, but there's an abandonment of a current project. So this is either the chemo or the vitamin, right? But then there's an unwanted offer. And the unwanted offer would be the chemo. The star is your hope and your healing for the future. King of Coins, there's some establishment. Queen of Swords, that feels very doctory nursey to me. Hangman again, slowing things down, and then a completion. The Two of Swords, indecision. King of Cups, support system, so these are doctors and nurses. And then the Nine of Swords, anxiety. And then the King of Wands is authority. So I think she is going to go through chemo. Well, that sucks. Well, I mean, if it helps, then whatever, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that just now.